Hi everyone, welcome back once again in my YouTube channel. So guys, in this video, I'm going to discuss continuation of JVM architecture. That is guys, part 2. That means session 2 guys. Already I have discussed session 1. In last video guys, already I have discussed what is virtual machine, right? What is the types of virtual machine. Already this concept I have discussed very briefly in last video. Who didn't watch till now, please guys, I would suggest first watch that video guys, session 1, then you can jump in second video, that is session 2 guys. In this video, I am going to explain what is JVM architecture and what all those components we have in JVM architecture. I will show one diagram. In that diagram, I will completely explain what all those components we have, what all those components working internally, right? So that thing guys, I will discuss in complete video guys. Okay. So guys, see, I will show first one diagram. With that diagram, you will come to know all the things very easily guys. So guys, that is the basic diagram of basic architecture of JVM. Right? So guys, these all are the components. So what you can see here. So class loader subsystem, various memory area of JVM, execution engine, Java native interface, and native method library. Okay? So these all are our component in JVM architecture. So guys, I will explain one by one. So guys, don't worry. So only I would suggest you please concentrate, please be focused, because this question may be asked by the interviewer in the interview room. What do you know? What about JVM architecture? Guys, this question may asked by the interviewer in interview room. What do you know about JVM architecture? How all the component we have in the JVM architecture? Such type of question they may ask. Okay, that's why my main perspective is to let you know you people as well. So guys, what is all component we have in the JVM architecture guys. So guys, see, first guy, what we should know, right? So what is JVM guy, right? So already I've explained virtual machine, right? Already I've explained virtual machine, right? That is runtime engine, right? So I see, if you want to know about JVM, so guys, JVM is the part of JRE, Java Runtime Environment. Okay? JVM is the part of JRE. Okay? And JRE is the part of JDK. Okay? That single line you need to know first. What is JVM? So JVM is the part of JRE. JRE means guys, Java Runtime Environment. And guys, JRE is the part of JDK, Java Development Kit. Okay guys? So guys, once you know what is JVM guys, so guys, this is the basic definition of JVM. JVM is a part of JRE and JRE is a part of JDK. But guys, this is not sufficient definition to explain to anyone. So guys, you need to understand very depth. So guys, JVM is responsible. So Java Virtual Machine is responsible to load and run the Java application. Guys, that is the main important point. What you need to keep in your mind. So JVM is responsible to load and run the Java application. Whatever the application you are going to implement, the main responsibility of JVM is what? Is to load and run the Java application. Correct guys? So guys, Java Virtual Machine is a runtime engine. Correct? Java Virtual Machine is a runtime engine to run Java application. Okay, in this way also you can explain to anyone or you can understand as well also. What? So Java Virtual Machine is a runtime engine to run the Java application. Okay, also you can say JVM is to run Java program, Java class file line by line. Okay, what? With the help of JVM, we can run Java program or Java class file line by line. Okay, I hope you are understanding, right? So guys, in different terms, in different way also you will come to know what. So JVM is a interpreter. What? JVM is a interpreter to run Java program line by line. Okay, see, I have explained in multiple way, right? So guys, first you need to know Java virtual machine is a runtime engine to run the Java application. Guys, second definition, Java. So JVM is what? Run Java program or Java class file line by line. Or guy, third way, so JVM is a interpreter guy to run Java program line by line. Correct guy? So guys, JVM means what? Runtime engine to run Java based application. JVM is responsible to load .class file to run Java program line by line. Okay, that thing you need to understand about the JVM. That complete definition, guy, you need to understand. Right? So, guy, at last, what we understood. So, JVM is a runtime engine which run Java based application. Right, guy? Or guy, JVM is responsible to load .class file to run Java program line by line. Okay, that is the JVM definition, guy. That is the JVM definition. We need to understand first what is JVM, then we will come to know all the component what we have in the JVM architecture. Right, guy? So guys, see, also guy, in other terms, in other words, also we can say. So guys, JVM has two activity, guy. So JVM has two activity. First activity, guy, load .class file. What, guy? It load the .class file. And second activity, guy, it run the Java application. Once it load .class file, then guy, it can execute Java application. Okay? So in this way also you can understand. What, guy? So JVM have two major activity. First activity is what? Load the .class file. Second thing, guy, run the Java application. Okay. So guy, next, then guy, we can jump in our this diagram, guy. What you could see in front of us. So guys, see, we can see here .class files are there. Right, guy? So guys, see, first component in JVM architecture is, guy, class loader subsystem. In interview may ask what do you mean by JVM architecture and what all those components. So guy, you need to tell first component is, guy, class loader subsystem. What, guy? Class loader subsystem. So guy, what class loader subsystem will touch? What class loader subsystem will touch, guy? So you see, class loader subsystem, what it is doing, guy? This is responsible to load .java, what, guy? .class file, guy. The responsible of what? Class loader subsystem is what? Okay? It is responsible to load the Java .class file. Keep in mind, guys. Once you are going to execute application, right? Then Java compile is creating what? .class file. Yes or no? Java compile is what? .class file. So guys, that .class file, right? What? Okay? So class loader subsystem responsible is what? It load the .class file. Once it will get by the Java compiler. Once we have compiled our Java code, right? So we can get .class file. That .class file, what? We can load with the help of what? Class loader subsystem. Simple, guys. In simple term, so class loader subsystem, what it does, guys? It does what? Load the .class file. Okay, guys? So you see, after loading the .class file, okay? After loading the .class file by the class loader subsystem, right? So it needs, guys, some memory. Yes or no? Once it loads .class file by what? Class loader subsystem, right? So guys, then it needs memory. So inside the JVM, we have various memory areas are there. Right, guys? After loading the .class file by what? Class loader system, it needs memory. So guys, in our JVM architecture, second component is what? Various memory area. Right, guys? You can see here method area, heap area, stack area, PC register, native method stack. Okay? We have 5 various type of memory area in JVM, guys. Guys, this is the second component of our JVM architecture, guys. First component is, guys, what? Class loader subsystem. If anybody asks, hey, what do you mean by class loader subsystem? So guys, directly you tell to them, So class loader subsystem is responsible to load the dot class file. Okay? So this is the first component. Once we have load the dot class file, then definitely we need memory. Yes or no? Okay, we need memory. So inside the JVM, right, we have various type of memory areas. Okay, that is method area, yes or no, and that is heap area, then stack area, and PC register and native method stack. So guys, in method area we are going to store our dot class file. Yes or no? So guys, we are going to store dot class file, right, in method area. Okay, in heap area we know very well we are going to save our object. Okay, then third is stack area, and then guys fourth is PC register. So guys, what PC register does? So guys, what is the PC register? What does guys? So we need to understand. So guys, what is the current execution instruction address? Okay, what guys? What PC register does? So guys, what is the current execution instruction address? If you require, then we are going to use PC register. One more time here, I will explain here. So guys, what PC register does? So guys, when we need current instruction execution address, when we need current execution instruction address, then guys we are going to use PC register. Okay, then guys native method stack is also one type of memory area in JVM. Okay, that is our second component. Okay, that is our second component in our JVM architecture. Okay, so guys, what we understood? So we understood we have what, and guys, then you can see execution engine. Okay, you can see here, then execution engine guys, third one, right? So guys, what execution engine does? So guys, you can see first component is class loader subsystem, second is various memory area of JVM, guys, third component is what, execution engine. So guys, see after load the dot class file, okay, by the class loader subsystem, we need some memory. After getting the memory guys, so guys, after loading the dot class file, what, placing in our respective memory area, then guys, who will run this loaded class file guys? Who will run this loaded dot class file guys? For this guy, one person, one big boss that we need, right, is there guy, their name is execution engine. After loading the dot class file by the class loader subsystem, we already place this dot class file into the respective memory guy. Then guy, we need to run this dot class file. Yes or no? Then we need run this loaded dot class file. So for this guy, we need one person. So their person name is execution engine guy. You got it? I hope you got it guy. One more time I will explain guy. Don't worry. So you see, once we have loaded the dot class file with the help of class loader subsystem, right? We have loaded dot class file. Then guy, this dot class file we are going to keep in respective, we have various memory area in JVM. So guy, then we are going to keep this dot class file in respective memory area, right? So guy, we have method area. So guy, dot class file we can save in our method area. Right guy, after saving this dot class file in the method area guy, we need to run this dot class file, right? So guy, for running this loaded dot class file, we need one person. We need one person. That person name is guy, execution engine. I hope you got it guy. So that person name who will run the application, which is loaded already by the class loader subsystem. Okay, their person name is execution engine. Guys, see. Then guy, what will come to know? So we have three components in our JVM architecture. First is guy, class loader subsystem. Second is what? Memory, various memory area. And third guy, execution engine. Okay, this is the three component what we are going to discuss in coming class very depth. As of now, we need to understand what is what. Okay, first guy, if in the exam, if in the interview room, if they may ask, what do you mean by JVM architecture? If you explain in such a way, in such concept in front of him, then come to know you are the what? Perfect in JVM architecture. Right guy? So guys, see, after that guy, you have native method, right? You have Java native method. You can see here. So what is native method guy? the method which are not implemented in Java. Guys, see what is native method. Sometimes they may ask, what do you mean by native method? So guys, the method which are not implemented in Java. The method is implemented in other language like C, C++. Such method known as guys native method. Guys, for example purpose, you can understood that a hash code guys, clone method. Okay, this is implemented in different language. Okay. Yes or no? This is implemented in different language. That's why we can say this is native method. Okay. So guys, when JVM required native method, that time guys, with the help of native method library, Java native method JNI guys, you can see here JNI. JNI means guys Java native interface provides that method to execute engine. What I told guys, once again I am explaining. So guys, see when JVM required native method, what guys, when JVM required native method, that time guys, with the help of native method library, we have guys Java. In Java guys, we have native method library. Okay, so Java native interface JNI provides that method to the execution engine. With the help of this Java native interface, they are going to get all the respective what method which required by the execution engine. Then it can run the application, because execution engine what it does guys, it will what run the loaded .class file. What we have loaded .class file, it can run by the execution engine. Okay, that is complete what explanation of all the component. But in guys coming class, in next video I will start class loader subsystem, because this is guy very in simple term I will explain this thing. What's class loader subsystem, what is this method, what is various memory area of JVM, and what is execution engine, what is Java native method. All things guys I will explain what, but in coming video guys I will explain very deep what is class loader subsystem. Okay, so that's it guys. In this video I will explain in next video what is class loader subsystem. Then one by one guys I will explain in very depth. So guys, thank you. If you like this video guys, please like, share, subscribe my channel guys. Thank you. We'll meet very soon in next video.